American planes must withdraw from our territory. We have absolutely nothing to gain. We have so much to lose from this entire situation. We shouldn't have to wait for rockets to start falling before we finally react.
Is this the democracy that Americans truly want? Is this the Atlanticism they are so mistaken about?
We are already a territory, and what are you subject to? To destruction, nothing more. With these migrants they'll bring in, with these labor migrants, with all this, Bulgaria is already doomed.
Если война независима, суверенна България и една независима и суверенна концепция за целия свят.
Hundreds of nationalist protesters gathered outside Bulgaria's Council of Ministers in Sofia on Monday, demanding the immediate removal of American military aircraft from the country. The demonstration comes as tensions continue to rise following U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran, and as the wider Middle East conflict shows signs of expanding. Footage from the scene shows crowds assembled in front of Bulgaria's parliament building, waving Bulgarian flags and holding banners that read, "No to war against Iran." Chants of NATO out echoed through the square as demonstrators warned that Bulgaria could become a military target if it remains aligned with U.S. operations. One of the key demands of the protest was clear: unwanted U.S. planes to leave Bulgaria immediately. Among those addressing the crowd was protester Dejan Nikolov, who voiced concern about the risks facing the country. American planes should get out of our territory, he said. We have nothing to gain, we have a lot to lose from this whole situation. We shouldn't wait for missiles to start falling before we react. The rally drew supporters of the nationalist Возрождение party. Kostadin Kostadinov, a party member, questioned the growing U.S. military presence in the country. Now in Sofia, there are more American soldiers than Bulgarian ones. Which war did we lose now that we are occupied, he told the crowd. Other demonstrators expressed fears that Bulgaria has already become vulnerable due to its alignment with NATO and the presence of U.S. forces. We are already a territory subject to destruction, nothing more, said demonstrator Georgy Dimov. Speakers at the rally argued that hosting American military assets has turned Bulgaria into a potential target amid rising tensions with Iran. Another protester, Yanko Peltechki, addressed concerns about regional threats, saying the pink reptiles were telling us that after Ukraine, we are next on Russia's list. Is there anyone here who thinks that Russia will bomb Bulgaria? According to reports, 15 U.S. aircraft are currently stationed at Sofia Airport. The aircraft are identified as Boeing KC-135 Stratotankers, aerial refueling aircraft designed to supply combat jets mid-air. They are accompanied by their own tankers, de-icing vehicles, and full ground support equipment. These aircraft are used for logistical purposes, not direct combat operations.
American planes must withdraw from our territory. We have absolutely nothing to gain. We have so much to lose from this entire situation. We shouldn't have to wait for rockets to start falling before we finally react.
Is this the democracy that Americans truly want? Is this the Atlanticism they are so mistaken about?
We are already a territory, and what are you subject to? To destruction, nothing more. With these migrants they'll bring in, with these labor migrants, with all this, Bulgaria is already doomed.
Right now in Sofia, there are more American soldiers than Bulgarian ones. Do you understand? Do you even know when this last happened? The last time the Bulgarian capital had more foreign soldiers than its own was when Bulgaria itself was under occupation. And we've been occupied twice, once after the First and then again after the Second World War. So which war did we lose this time that we are now occupied?
The very same naive, spineless individuals were explaining to us how, after Ukraine, we would be next on Russia's list. Is there anyone here who genuinely believes that Russia will actually bomb Bulgaria?
Bulgaria's Ministry of Defense has previously stated that the American deployment is linked to logistical and training support under NATO's enhanced vigilance measures. The ministry added that U.S. personnel on site are tasked with aircraft maintenance and servicing, not combat missions. Despite these assurances, protesters insist that the presence of American military aircraft increases the risk to Bulgaria as the Middle East conflict intensifies. The protest in Sofia is part of a broader global anti-war movement that has emerged following U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran on Saturday morning. Tehran has said it is responding with strikes on Israel and U.S. assets across the region, with attacks reported in multiple Gulf countries. On Sunday, U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed that 3 American troops had been killed and warned that further casualties are likely, underscoring the escalating human cost of the conflict. Meanwhile, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was confirmed dead following a strike on Saturday, sending shockwaves through the region. As U.S. forces remain stationed in allied nations, their presence is under intense scrutiny. In Sofia, protesters made their stance brutally clear: Bulgaria must not be dragged deeper into a widening, bloody war.
News never stops. The world keeps turning, and every turn tells a story. Wars, elections, geopolitics, Davids versus Goliaths.
While everyone is celebrating the US-China trade thaw, Trump has been quietly doing something else across Asia.
These were once home to the ancient Silk Road connecting east and west.
But who's connecting the dots? Who's decoding the global storm? Welcome to Times of India videos.
You're watching a special edition of Global Pulse with me, Neha Khanna.
We decode the shifting grains of geopolitics to you. From Washington to Wuhan. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Just 2 years ago, Canada was one of the most popular countries for Indian students.
From Davos to Delhi, we track the decisions that move markets, shift policies, and shape the future. No jargon, no bias, just clear, credible, global journalism. Because understanding the world doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to be smart. And that's what we do best. At Times of India videos, we don't just tell stories, we build perspective. We connect the dots between what's global and what's personal, what's happening out there, and what it means for you. It's fast. It's fearless. It's making sense of the changing world order. Times of India videos. Because your worldview is just a tap away.